folks, it's Han. So today we painted these hood parts for a car. Basically, I'm just gonna walk through this was actually, I mean, they're not perfect, but really this is a project car that was in an accident. So we're just looking for a way to get it looking reasonably decent, not too much of a wreck. And the hardest part was the painting technique, which I'll show in the next video. But basically here, this is our paint gun. And you can kind of see here, there's 3 knobs. And I was really puzzled on the knobs on how to set them. And so what I did was, just so you all know, this one I opened wide open, basically wide open. And this is the airline to your compressor. And I set the compressor to 20 PSI. This one, this is like a $50 Amazon gun. I'll put the link in it. But this one basically just sets the trigger. And you can kind of see, and I didn't see many people explaining this, but this just sets the travel of this trigger. So I went out 1, let's see, 1, 2. So basically this knob went out, I want to say 1.5 turns, you know, from the bottom, from all the way in. I backed it out 1.5 turns. This knob, that kind of just sets the spray, the width of the spray, and I went 1, yeah, basically 1.5 on that one too. And then I talk about later in the video about how to mix this paint, and it just clips on there. There's a little filter that goes in here. I didn't put that in. And basically then, you know, it's good to go. It's not as hard as it looks, and I'll talk a little bit about the technique. You know, this is the compressor, by the way, for silver paint. I think I mentioned I set mine to 20 PSI. So, and the results I'm really happy with, but it's basically not that hard. You know, I mean, this was, $100 for a gallon of factory, you know, paint code paint. I matched to the paint code. You can see this is, it's not reduced, but this is for a Toyota. And the paint code is, it just says Toyota 261, 1F7 is the paint code. And I bought this reducer, and you mix, you know, 8 parts to every 10 parts, or 0.8 to 1 in that little mixing cup on top of the paint sprayer. And so this was probably $100, this was $40. The paint gun was $50. And then just practicing, and I'll show you the technique for kind of painting these. Again, they're not perfect, but it's more than good enough for what I want to do, which is just basic car repair. But yeah, it wasn't, you know, you pay a body shop hundreds of dollars, maybe thousands, to do this work, and it's not bad. So stay tuned if you want to watch the whole process, and I hope it encourages you to try and do it yourself too. Take care. easy. So for silver, we put the pressure at 20 psi on our compressor. Used this $50 Amazon paint gun. And then we bought the paint here. This was pre-mixed. This was not pre-mixed. This was the paint for this particular car, Toyota. And then we got this. We mixed the reducer. We used a medium reducer, and we went basically on the side here. We went. I can find that. But basically, it was 0.8 reducer to 1 of the paint, and we mixed that in here with these two, and that's quite easy. This just pops off, sort of, and then this unscrews, and you can mix your paint right in here, and then this all can clean up with mineral spirits. You can reuse this stuff. You can clean your paint gun, everything. So it's not as hard. The one thing that we struggled with is the technique. You've got to do like a continuous sweep, like this, but you always keep it wet. That's the key. And that creates these nice, smooth edges. You basically can repaint anything. I hope that helps. Good luck.